wonder, is this the story of the person we're playing? Or is this something different? The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Oh, jeez. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. What happens? Did I die? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, why is... Oh, time passed. A year and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. That's creepy. This is like one of the few games that actually captures, which is... Let me know, as usual, how the sound is. I'm just going to go ahead and start a new game because, like I said, I wasn't very far in, but just for the heck of it. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that the neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or, more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering bew. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear from me. Okay. I don't know if I need to... Letters, okay. What's this one? Dangerous plant, grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrel. Keep it secret. Okay. Nothing in the archive. Okay. A rising dread. I would either boost your mic or lower game audio. Okay. There's not a whole lot I could do with mic, so... How is it now? Bring it to 90. Oh, okay. Rain is kind of drowning you out. Okay. So after adjusting both desktop volume and the in-game audio, how we doing? Sounds better. Okay. Cool. Let me take a drink of water real quick, too. All right. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. Okay. St. John's Poppy. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. St. John's Poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draft that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. That's interesting. The flowers of St. John's Poppy are bright red with yellow center. That looks right to me. Okay. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. Interesting. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Interesting. Okay. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out here today. Good for the plants, though, eh? Got a letter for you. Oh, okay. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. I think that's how you say that, Amos? Okay. What? Oh, wait, hold on. Where did I... Found? Okay. Wandering View, Gilded Dendra. But I need to go to Ambleside. Okay. Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly, and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today, she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. This is a very cozy game. I like it. Gilded Dendra. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Wandering View. So called because this fungus, can move slowly in the dark. It's been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form a beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. I can't decide if I like this hot chocolate. I tried a homemade hot chocolate recipe, and I feel like this is not... It's not sweet enough. Which is weird, because when I made it the other day, it was fine. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's a different thing. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backborough. Oh. 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 I like the homemade one we do. It's Taste of Home website recipe. Would you send that to me? Please? If you have the time. I like a lot of the things I find on Taste of Home. Let's just go. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. Okay. What did that? Back barrel. Just kind of gonna like go all around, and I don't know if I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just like, let's just, I don't know. Okay, before I do that, let's do another order. Yeah. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, even down through. Back barrel. Never did trust that sisterhood anyway. I'm here now, and I brought Fennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Okay, lemon dandy. Okay. Lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Leaves. Okay. Is that the only... Okay, hold on. I think that's the only one. Yeah! Okay. Oh! Okay. New plant. Yeah, I can't... hot cocoa packets are fine. I do have to generally, like... I can't usually use water, or if I do, I have to add milk or heavy cream to it, or else it just does not. It just tastes watery. This though, it's almost like I wonder if I didn't mix it up enough, and maybe like the sugar that is in it didn't get mixed up enough into it, but I don't know. Okay, where? Okay. So somewhere is that back barrow. There we go. That's the second dimension. Approaching back barrow, an industrial roar emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily via the steam railway. I pity the dusty workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there'll be a few useful botanical discoveries to be made here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess that I can technically. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. Okay. It stood... Wow, hold on. Its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. Ugh. Past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. I've actually heard a lot about comfrey. Or camphor. This is different. I'm sorry. I was thinking comfrey. Okay, the strong smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping drafts. The comfrey produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. A dark blue cluster? I wonder, but see, that's the only one that looks. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves waxy. Rounded dark blue cluster. That looks dark blue to me, right? Doesn't it look dark blue to you? Yes. Okay. All right. These are often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. Yes. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Interesting. Okay, that sip was better, but I do think it would have been better if I had used milk. Oh well. I added half and half, but it's just not the same. Okay. Wait, hold on, wait. There's a check mark. Okay. Okay. In the northeast corner of the wood. Okay. So I do notice that it like checks stuff. Would this be in clues? No, it would not. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, okay. This is Forest Camp. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't know why the different things, but we're gonna go with that because it's pretty. Okay. There was another one that oh, there's this. Oh. Wait, why are there two? Oh. Do I even have any of the go-to things? Okay, that was something. Lemon Dandy was this one. Okay. Cool. And then the red, I'm just gonna make that pink because why not, was St. John's Poppy. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Oh, bios. Oh. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Got any wandering beau? What that always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the wanderer. Anyway, the beau, if you've got it. Okay. Okay, move slowly in the dark. The gills on the underside form beautiful flowing lines. Okay. That doesn't really give me a whole lot of information. Undersides are sharp. Quite hard and sharp on the underside. We're gonna try that and see if that's it. Okay. Cool. Okay, real quick. Tori, what all have you been up to? Today I ended up going to the mall with my husband, which was kind of nice. Oh, it's the end of the day. Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. I kind of want to go over here. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest and I am not welcome here. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't expect that. Okay. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. What? Is that a clue? Hold on. Row H, Third River. Can I do that first? What? Oh my gosh. Okay. 1, 2. Would it be that then? A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Okay. Okay. That was, okay. Okay. Bring me a sample of Apis demesis and be quick about it. That dead cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Okay. Gandhi root. Plant with medicinal properties that can aid in digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Okay, I can see... I don't think it's that. It may actually be. Wait. I just got a new plant acquired. Okay. I think that's... Oh! Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Could it be this one? Leaves are coarse. Jeez, that was close. Okay. That could have been bad. Okay. Okay. Gandhi root. Is it 2 words? Gandhi root? No, it's 1 word. Can I edit that? Can I change it? Because I got that wrong. Well, I've been trying to use Wednesdays for funny, wacky reels, so I was glad to get one up today since I decided last minute to add dancing. I need to check it out. I need to look at it. Hold on. No, go back. Boop, 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 boop. When did you post it? Because I have not seen it. Granted, I have to, like, do the fancy thing with, like, the... Okay, hold on. There. I literally had to like search you to find it because Instagram kinda sucks. Okay. Okay, those go there. That goes there. Okay. Mail! Lake Undermere is looking fine with the sunshine. About 9:30 this morning. Yeah, Instagram sucks. I should have seen that. Did I see it? No. I have to like actively look for things. That following tab is helpful. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp. Hold on. Damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Who is Amos? I want to know. I'm intrigued. Okay. Who is this Amos person? I noticed that the one that we completed is gone. Grows sparsely in the hills northeast of Back Barrow. Hold on. There's Back Barrow in the hills northeast of Back Barrow. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too. Or what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over. Okay. Grows sparsely in the hills. There. But it doesn't say what it is. Interesting. Okay. Hard Knot is where I need to go next. Gosforth. Okay. So I should have paid more attention to that. Hey Maggie, how are ya? Headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Oh geez. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. Oh. My instinct is they're hiding something. Oh jeez. Maybe this should have been a Sleuthies Get Stitches thing. Are we gonna solve a murder? Hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Okay. The offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems, which I saw one. Thick, shiny leaves. Stiff leaves. There are several. Okay. Small leaves. I wonder if stiff is another way of saying thick leaves. Maybe. But I wouldn't necessarily call that a button, you know? But that's the one that specifically mentions the leaves. Opposing pairs along the stems. What do you guys think? Because there's also this one, which has the shape a little better. Like it looks more like the picture. But Maggie, you have that headache? I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking this one. There, okay. Just because of the drawing. Okay. I need to write that down then. Fox button. Okay. I don't know why the different colors, but I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if my husband fell asleep. Trying to get her to sleep. Or to get kiddo 2 to sleep. Okay. Gosforth. Okay. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. I feel a rising dread in my chest. What happens if I get... Oh gosh, okay. I should not have done that. Oh. Okay. Oh. In the woods to the south of the town. Can I do that? Down here, maybe? Okay. I don't know how to get rid of the rising dread. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of St. John's Poppy, okay? A medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? Ooh. Harlequin blue. Do I even... Oh, okay. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal. Okay. Bushy blue flower. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out a high pitch. Oh, jeez. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Okay. So, from the look of it, blue, bushy blue. It's not that one, and it's not that one. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. I mean, if I have it, I feel like it's going to be that one. Okay. Harlequin blue. Just here. Harlequin blue. Can't stay, just wanted to pop in to say hi since I just got off my stream. About to go shower and get some sleep. I was up all night last night due to storm power outage. Oh no! Yeah, go get some sleep. I'll try to post the VOD at some point this weekend anyway. Wait, I thought I typed that. Did I not type it? This game is very cozy, Susie. I think you would like it. Okay. So there's that. On the northeast corner of the wood. Okay. So south of the town, but northeast corner of that. Let's see. South of Gosforth, but the northeast corner. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Will that heal the rising sense of dread? No, it doesn't? Oh, okay. It would have been nice if it had. I almost got this one during the sale, but got others I wanted more instead. I kind of wanted just like a bunch of... I got a couple different things, and this one I thought was pretty interesting. I also got a game called Witchwood, which intrigues me. Okay, so I've done that one. What's this? Hard Knot. So next time I have a chance to go. Okay. Manish. Okay. Ooh, who are you? You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Oh, jeez, what? Okay. Okay. Wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. Okay. Okay. This one, maybe? It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Oh, nice. Okay, I want to look at this. Smooth, wide, waxy leaves. Okay. Let me check this one just to be safe. But it doesn't say anything about flowers, so I think it's going to be this one. No? Oh no. Oh no, what happens? Did I die? Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. This is intense. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. No. What? This is terrifying. Okay. What just happened? I don't know. I don't like it. Why? I'm just kind of throwing things on there and hoping for the best. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. No? No? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is there a time limit on this? Hey, hey, hey. I love you. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, what? Oh, okay. And then that goes there. That goes there. And that goes... No, that goes there. No. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, jeez. I don't like that. Okay. Do I have to start it over again? No. Okay. That was weird. Okay. I don't know what that meant. Have a task list whiteboard from Susie on my fridge but that one is in a different room and therefore not jealous. I've anthropomorphized the task list pads and I don't want either of them to feel bad or jealous, so I'm very careful with how I phrase stuff. Hey man. You do what you gotta do. I need to use I have the whiteboard one as well. It's been a little bit since I've used it, mainly because I'm gonna say we've gotten used to doing stuff, but it's like more so I need to I think switch it up. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance into the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Clavilium. Oh, okay. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. Heart-shaped. Okay. That is interesting. I think that's the only heart-shaped one. Okay. Real quick. Real quick. Real quick. I don't know why I'm using blue, but clavillinium. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing I missed my whole, like, being able to... Okay, so they came back. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay. This is... okay. Mary's breath. Wide, waxy leaves. See, I thought it was this one. Veined leaves have a waxy finish. Should I try that one? Oh, okay. Thank gosh. Thank God. Okay. Thank gosh. What? Oh, okay. This is... Oh, okay. I need to remember to label everything. Okay. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen, and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. Please help us. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Grisdale Forest. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I'm in the wrong place. Oh. Why, though? That's weird. Okay. I'm this close to reporting you a half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. Oh no! I'll have your shop shut down. But it told me that that's what? Okay. Okay. Butterdale. Actual piles that I carry around depending on where I feel like reading that day, plus my Kindle travels in the pile. I keep telling myself that I'm going to have... I do a lot of times have multiple knitting projects on my needles in different baskets, but then I always end up focusing on one over the others. Okay. Butterdale or Meekdew. Dark green leaves. Okay, so that's a possibility for Butterdale. Let's look at Meekdew. Okay. The beautiful flowers made up of smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant. Maybe pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin. Oh. Why would I give him Meekdew? What? Why would I do that? Okay. So this is the only thing I have that looks like the other one. The buttery scent. Okay. Okay. That guy was mean. I don't have a Kindle. I have a Samsung tablet and read sometimes. Gotcha. I have a Kindle and sometimes I wish I had something different. Mainly because I don't know if it does now, but for the longest time, Kindle was not compatible with the Libby app, which kind of defeated the purpose of having that on there, or like having that app at all. And then so I would use Overdrive on that for library ebooks and audiobooks, but then they phased out Overdrive. So okay, hold on. So I don't know. They didn't let me in. Grisdale Forest. A mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Can I try again? Yeah, lakeshore. A mile from the lakeshore. Grisdale Forest. There we go. I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black. Her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. I think I have that. Do I have it? Fingers ache. Has no flower. Okay. Oh. I use Hoopla and Cloud Library. Yeah. I don't use the Libby app, but I could for my Overdrive stuff. Do I even have this plant? I don't think I do. I don't have it. Long leaves. Can I leave and come back? I'm sure I have some of that around here. But I don't, I mean, I have this, but they're not long leaves like that. Unless it's this? I mean... That's the... I mean, there's not a whole lot that fits that description here, man. Though it has no flower. It's gotta be this one. Okay, I should have just, like, gone with my initial thing. Has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Huh, okay. I bet you get an achievement if you don't do any hints. Okay, I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Okay. This is interesting. Ooh. Ow. Okay, if I can move the... Ow. Okay, I am going to take a second. All right, I'm back. I had to get a muffin. Oof. Okay, let's... All right. I think... Okay, end day. Oh, jeez, okay. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of... Jesus. Okay, west of Rustland, south of the Crinkle Crags. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here's Hawkshead. North of Hawkshead, where's Lowick? Wonder if I should be able to look at that too. Okay. Where's Lowick? Okay. North of that, but south of that. So it's in this section. Okay. But I don't see anything for the other ones. Rustland. Oh, geez. Okay. West of Rustland. Okay, so it's this one of these two, right? East of Lowick. Oh, okay. That is very specific. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression is as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm and points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, wait, okay. Lady of what's it, something or other. Lady of Summer. So what you guys were talking about books, what kind of books are you reading? What kind of books do you like? I need to get back into reading. It's been a while since I've listened to an audiobook. And usually that's how I can read anymore. How I have time to... Okay. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory. Can I like move these around or do they have to be in that? Okay, it's not that. This one has the little thingy bobbers. That's Gandhi root. Oh, the leaves curl. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Lady of Summer. Yes. Okay. Lady of Summer. Okay. I read a lot of romancy right now and also Jane Austen fan fiction. Right on. Classics and mystery detective novel are my favorite genres. Sounds like you'd read it on a website, but there's a ton of published. Seriously though, like, I feel like Jane Austen is so beloved by so many people. It's sort of like, in that aspect, it's sort of like Shakespeare, where there's a lot of, you could argue that there's a lot of like fan fiction and there's a lot of remaking. And I mean, it's kind of neat. I mean, that's where you get like Pride and Prejudice and zombies, right? Okay. Did I get a letter? No, I didn't. I just have the stuff for archive. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I want to read the bios. Okay. Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night the sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. Bethany Coleman was born into a loving family but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the sisterhood of the Arduinas. The head of the sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her to develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered. Ruben works with the police on murder cases. He is kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward. I wonder, I mean, his only child, a daughter, ran away. I mean, different last name, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, could have changed her name. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power and few would challenge him to his face. Ooh. Okay. They're saying the art has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust the sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. Okay. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. I wonder... Shimmer. Oh, winterboard? Hardy plant often found. Insect repellent. Not really helpful. Brimlock. Okay. Which could be this. I want to go there, but I also want to, like... I don't want to go and... It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good cold. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna... Oof. Oof. That was not good cold. Okay. Oof. Okay, has brought nothing but sorrow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Hellebore. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. Hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants. Oh, it's Simone! Okay, I have a favor to ask you, only for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Red pike. Okay. That gives me somewhere to go in the meantime. Red pike. Red pike. Enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. Going is easy, weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Okay. Kraus? I don't remember what she said it was called. Common trouse. Okay. That should be this one. Common trouse. Okay. I hope that is correct. Okay. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image, okay? If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then, let the punters know what I'm capable, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlung? Okay. Dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Okay. That looks right. And that's the only thing I see that looks remotely close. Okay. Wow, hey. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I have a decent amount of print books, but I have not really opened one of them in a long time. Mainly because it's kind of like I have to choose between that and knitting and playing a game and like playing a game with my husband, or it's just kind of like it's sort of like picking which thing I want to do in the evening when I have limited time after getting the kids to sleep. So I want to know, what the heck is this? Because I could not tell you. What is that? What are you? Obviously that's that. What is that? Okay, this says something. Great Gable. But I need... I don't know if it will let me take something with me. Maybe if I go at the end of the day, but Great Gable. Okay, I know it's here somewhere. Great Gable. Okay. Several hours of arduous hiking and scribbling. I'm still somewhat distant. I'm freezing cold, ready to head home. Unless... Brimlock. I wonder if that is what this is. Yes. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, I can put that away now. Who are you? There's a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. Something? Monk brew? I'm not sure. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though. Okay. Meek dew? I think that's what it is. Why do you need it, ma'am? Okay. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets, which it doesn't say the color. Touching the leaves on the bare skin. Which one was that? Smaller florets. Maybe this one? But it doesn't say anything about irritating the skin. I know I had one. It's not that. Let's see. That's the only one that I can see that, because it mentions the florets, and that's the only one I can find that has those. Yeah. Even though, okay. I would have thought that it would mention not to touch the leaves. Huh. Okay. Okay. I think I've done everything for the day. I want to know what the heck this is. Unless it's just supposed to help when looking at this. But I have no clue. I don't know. Okay. Oh, why is... Oh, time passed. A year and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. That's creepy. Okay, that's gonna have to wait a minute. Fox Button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly. Not that I had the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. A body found up at Swinside Stone Circle and is apparently a grisly one. I don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down. Okay. Chewing the tough root of this plant has long, soft leaves. Maybe this one? Okay. We're gonna try that. Fennet PH. Okay. Okay. I'm just picking random colors. I don't know if there's any actual, like, reason for the colors, but we're rolling with it. Okay. Okay, next is mail, so that should maybe help us. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. Okay. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. Okay? It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sister had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Okay. Just northeast of Rusland. Okay. Let's go this. Just northeast of Rusland. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elbows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I don't think I've used Mellow Glow. Have I? No. Oh, is that this? Oh. That's the only thing I see that has the spines. Oh. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, I guess that has spines too. Sharp thorns. Okay, let's try that one. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any head. Or any heed. I can totally read. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Okay. I want to look at, hold on, I want to look at this. So, it's weird because it has to be in one of like the, I don't know. Oh, lordy, okay. I'm afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Okay. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Ooh, enhance psychic abilities, strengthen the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts. Do I have that? I don't think I do. So I may have to do the candlewood one. Long thin stems grow among tall leaves. Do I have either of them? Red flower. Oh, okay. Okay, so that is probably candlewood. But this one, I mean, you would think that it wouldn't give me the choice if I didn't have the plant, right? But light blue flowers, rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool. I don't, like, the closest ones I have are ones that I've already identified. So at that blue card. What? Another look at that blue card. What? Do you mean this? Okay. If that's what you're talking about. Girl, like... There's like a rip on it, but... Okay, It does not match up with what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Am I crazy? Am I missing something? Good night, Maggie. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. A portion of the map? What freaking portion of the map? The torn part. Well, here's the thing, because it, like, could technically... I have no... Oh! Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, that is brilliant. That is so smart. Okay. That's smart. Agruria. I hope I don't regret that. Okay. I'm gonna play for about 13 more minutes. Oof, that. Okay, I need to. I don't know if, like, watering my plants makes me feel better. Does that, like, get rid of the dread? Get rid of the dread. Does it? I hope so. Because unless that's what, like, using hints does, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. Unless it just, like, automatically happens. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop. And said to Francis, we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to I don't know how to pronounce that. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturalist such as yourself. You are cordially invited to Iceberg Castle. Fancy? Fancy schmancy. Okay. Okay, well... Can I go now? Or do I need to wait? Iceberg Castle. Sizer. Enthusiastically led by Lady Elsbeth herself, she's very talkative and has many questions in horticulture that I do my best to answer. Let's take a sample of this back with you, okay? This one too, okay. Whew. Nevertheless, I'm able to find an interesting entry. Don't forget these. Okay. Okay, so one of them is fever kit. Red berries. Oh! Okay, so one of them, that's not actually the one. This is fever kiss, right? Hold on. Let me look at that real quick. Red berries. The leaves are pale in color. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go through this. Okay, I will probably regret that, but... Okay. Looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. Okay. Helps with my heartburn. Is it candy root? Let me make sure. Come on, open. Yes. Okay. Okay. Saying Blackcomb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Okay. Interesting. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and oh, I should have read this in a different accent, apparently. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up in Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. Yep. Okay. The sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking Mount Cap, as a result of unpleasant odor. Thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, is often placed in doorways. Domed caps, which looks like that. That is the... And it also has flies on it, so I would imagine that it stinks. Yeah. Okay. I figured. Sunset Mount Cap. Sunset Mount Cap. Okay. Alright, is there anywhere else? I've done both of those. I think I'm good. Although one of the people mentioned something, which maybe that will be something. Actually, okay, I'm gonna draw this card and then I think I'm gonna call it for the day, even though it's a little bit early, a couple minutes early. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Interesting. Wonder, is this the story of the person we're playing? Or is this something different? Okay. Progress is saved automatically. Okay, so... yeah. Main menu. Yes. If my progress is saved automatically... verify... Oh, auto-labeling? You can auto-label? Why did I not... Okay, I'm glad I know that now. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, well... I kind of enjoyed that. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. I figured that was a good place to stop because it's right at the end of a day in the game. I enjoyed this, and I think I'm going to play it more next week. But I hope you all have a good night. I'm gonna go shower and maybe grab one last snack before heading to bed.